What's your advice for someone who wants to go full-time in art?
Again, I could go on forever on this one. Just trying to formulate a concise thought, so I don't ramble too much. Okay, so my biggest, I guess, the most important things you can do is continue making art. If it's something you're really passionate about, you should be making it as often as you can. Even when you're not, being shown in exhibitions or whatever. I think if it's something you're really passionate about, you should, always be making art. And that'll get you through, a lot of the rough times too, because there's going to be a lot of them, especially early on in your career. There's a lot of rejection, so you're learning to kind of have a thick skin and not being resistant to criticism, but not letting it completely destroy you. That's important. So that's kind of always a difficult balance. Being open to criticism and what people think about your work, especially when it's negative, and still, hearing what people have to say, but not letting that divert you from what you want to do, if that makes any sense. And then my other piece of advice would be to, especially when you're starting out, to have something else going on to support yourself financially, but to make sure that that's not taking up too much of your time. So that's kind of a hard thing to balance as well, and to find a job that fits those specific needs. And if you're going to be working part-time, I definitely recommend trying to find something related to art that's going to kind of inform or benefit your practice. Or, for instance, I still do, it's been a while, but I still do install work for museums and galleries. And, prior to that, I knew how to, hammer a nail and saw things, but now I have just such a wider knowledge and in-depth knowledge of actually building things and getting to see how, art from across the Atlantic is shipped over, and how crates are made, and, all those things, and how you, protect art when you're shipping it or transporting it, and how to take care of it. And yeah, just kind of all the things you don't really think about when you're making art, but once you've made something and you want people to see it, you gotta, figure out a good, I guess, an easy and financially cheap way to do that. Yeah.
Certainly.